Alrighty then. Welcome everyone to the much anticipated, not too long overdue session 2 of our Wrath of the Righteous adventure path. I am Dare Wolf, and joining me are a bunch of really cool role players who are going to be playing multiple characters. We introduced them last session, so we're just going to dive right into it this session so that we can continue our story. So when we last left off, our intrepid crusaders, you guys had fallen into a massive rift that had opened up beneath your feet while you were in the square, this sort of cathedral central area to the city of Canabris. A demonic invasion and attack had happened. Corasmodon, the general of the Worldwound, had come to Canabris. With him, he had brought a legion of demons and monsters, and it appears even additional cultists and things of that nature. So you guys had fallen into this hole, but Terendelev, the massive and mighty silver dragon, her last dying breath was to utter a few light, I suppose, arcane words, and cast Featherfall on all of you, keeping you all from dying as you drifted down. Now, down in the Underdark, beneath Canabris, you have fought horrible creatures, these bugs and things that fly. You have screamed not in terror, but for glory and honor and redemption and vengeance. Lots of vengeance, as Roderick said, for Mikhail. But with that being said, we are in a long tunnel. You have traveled down this tunnel, and you've come to this section where it opened up and headed off into this like kind of winding hallway that ended in a small domed structure, this sort of stone-like domed structure. And on that structure you saw this resplendent symbol of Torag that had been etched into the side of it. Now, as you witnessed and looked down at that particular structure, the symbol of Torag began to weep a bit of blood, and you guys are now standing not exactly where you are on the battle map. I'd say you're back a good 50 or 60 or so feet, but I'd like to know what the battle plan is for you all. Seeing what you see, you have a passage that leads to the right, continues on sort of ever so slightly inclining upward, and then you have this building down the pathway with the symbol of Torag. Take it away, gentlemen.
We must investigate and see what could make a god weep, even in our presence.
Oh
If
yeah,
we're
that
going to
sounds
have
like a
any
great idea.
if we're going to have any hope of getting out, we need to have a safe bastion.
I don't disagree with any of that, but last time I checked, I don't think purple is a big color for Torag. It seems unnatural. Think I could do a religion check on that, Wolf? And
you absolutely may do a religion check at your leisure.
Say knowledge, religion. There we go.
12.
Damn it.
Not a color of Torag. You would know that. But there's nothing really standing out to you as to what it might be.
I will use my detect evil.
Ooh, the detect evil is a range of 50 feet or 60 feet. Remind me.
You detect expect evil? Me to know? Yep.
Wait one.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
I got 60 feet.
60 feet.
For clerics,
yes,
anyway.
60 feet.
It acts just like the cleric spell. All right. So looking out, your eyes begin to glow this sort of golden, resplendent color, and your vision becomes ever so slightly gray tone, sort of almost like I'd say actually more like a sepia tone. But as you look out, you can see this shimmering sort of aura, two of them, somewhere just beyond the wall, just beyond this weeping wall. There are two humanoid kind of auras that are kind of pacing back and forward. Imagine it sort of like a wispy ghost is the way that it looks to you in your vision, and they're pacing back and forth. The auras are not strong. They're not strong, but they are definitely evil.
There is something foul in there which does not belong. I'll take it out of there, and I will put it where it belongs under the earth.
I guess I'm just failing to see where any of this is our problem.
Would you rather have them in front of us or behind us?
I want to see what's behind door number 1.
Way the fuck behind us. Yeah, easy. Next question.
You know, even
his
though
tail's like flipping. You know the really annoyed like tail flip? He's doing that.
Even
his
though
ears are kind of sideways.
Your cowardice disgusts me. There's also the practical matter of if they're scouts, they might call in reinforcements if we don't take care of them right now, as well as it being an affront to my deity because Torag is their big brother.
Yeah, sticks and stones may break my bones, but so will giant evil statues bleeding. So
I say we follow behind the mighty paladin. He has called us to arms to put these foul abominations beneath the ground. Deeper beneath the ground than we are presently. So, like, underneath the ground, underneath that ground, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yes. I get it. Fine, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Sally forth. We are with
Hooray!
you, Mikael. We are with you. Yes. For honor and glory. Shink. Takes out his sword. Roderick's ready to go. So we watch as you guys press forward. Your 3 somewhat wounded allies, and, well, the 2 wounded allies and the annoyed and robust Hordis will stay slightly behind, allowing you all to press in. And as you get to this point, I'll have everyone make perception checks, please. Perception-y checkies.
Boodly.
What do we got?
Out of character,
Yes.
if Podrick continues this way, I don't know how much longer I'll be able to take even myself seriously.
Aha! Excellent. He may calm down, he may not. Depends on your actions. We'll see what happens. The 12, a 14, a 9. Storic, gosh, man, your hands, they're so cool. You just look at them, they cast magic. They're beautiful. You love to see them. It's a great thing. Love that. As you look up, though, Seer, you're the one that sees these winged forms sort of drifting down towards you. And by drifting, I mean flying ever so quickly down in your general direction. And oh my stars, flies aren't supposed to be that big. Holy friggin' gamoles. 3 massive, giant, enormous flies have come down. Their long sucker-like mouths going, eat you. They're not actually saying that, but that's what you think they're saying, because they're currently going buzz, 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 just very similar, but different to the way that what were the cockroaches last time? Yeah, the cockroaches last time for you. So they are flying down, and simultaneously a dark and deep and ominous voice echoes out from inside of this stone dome. Who comes? Who comes to the shrine of Torag? You shall be added to the blood upon the walls. Suffer not the living to live. And we are going to roll initiative, and crazy things are going to happen, and I'm very excited about it.
Was that in common?
I would say
that was in Dwarven, good sir. Good question. That was in Dwarven.
Oh. I will say I don't remember Torag being quite so aggressive.
Maybe he's had a really bad day.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe Mrs. Torag is making him sleep on the couch. Who knows? It'll be good.
And Seer says to Mikhail, Mr. Pickle, these ones fly too.
Nice. Good.
Yikes. Love it.
Wings are frail.
Love it. All right, we get some battle music going. How did I set this up?
What have I got?
Oh, shit, wrong button.
No, I'd use that.
All right, got my battle music going. Let's get weird. All right, is everybody in the initiative?
See.
I think we are. Loving it. Loving
Terrible.
it. It's okay. It's okay. We've all been there. And I want you to know that it's not you. It's you. So there you go. Stork, you are up first, good sir.
So Stork will be like, well, I don't have any spells left. However, I do still have this. They'll point at one of them, and then force missile. On this one, for 4 damage.
Ooh, the force missile goes flying. And, Elrath, why do you have to do evil things? Why do you have to do evil things? A viewer has just given the monsters a +5 on their next attack, so I apologize in advance. What? It's gonna be crazy. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all right. It's evil things. I can use it when I so choose. Maybe I'll hold on to it, but we'll see.
What is this, Running Man?
Yes, exactly. That's correct. Yes, exactly. You're running towards the man. Yes. So this giant fly comes swarming down towards nobody because it's Ferris's turn next.
I guess Ferris will. Well, there's flying sky raisins, so I guess he'll just huck one of his javelins at it.
Oh my gosh, did someone just do player good things? Wow, that's crazy. Someone, I guess the players get a +5 on their next attack. That's so weird. Who did that? It wasn't me. I don't know. That's crazy. All right, so your javelin goes flying, and which one were you attacking? The same one that your boy Stork did?
No, I'm going for the one kind of in my sight.
Perfect. As the javelin takes flight, smacks into the fly, and you watch as it lodges itself in its side, sort of does a quick spiral in the air and loses a little bit of elevation, but is still managing to keep its wings buzzing and flapping at this time. Yikesy. Roderick will step up, moving forward, and ready in action right here to attack the fly if it comes within range. This fly here goes buzz, gets to Roderick. Roderick, a attack of opportunity. Well, not attack of opportunity, but his prepared action goes off. He rolls a 19. Not too shabby. All right, let's go Roderick for 9 damage. However, the fly gets to make his attack roll. Fly is rolling with a Ooh, that does hit Roderick. +3. Roderick takes 5 points of damage. He's looking pretty wounded, pretty beat up at this point, unfortunately. Pretty beat up. However, the good news is there is no good news. Roderick has to make a fort save. Roderick fails, and this will come into come by later. Don't worry about it. He's probably fine. He's not fine. He's not fine at all. That wound! Oh, it burns, it stings! Oh, Mikhail, I need you! I need your valor and your strength! And, Finbar, you're up next.
Fucking guy.
In Dwarven,
this fucking guy.
I scream out, we will cleanse the temple of Torag in the name of Angrad, the marshal of battle. I will move forward to here, and I will ready an attack in hopes that this fly with the javelin hanging out of him comes my direction.
I love that journey for you, and it's beautiful. As that is going on, that voice once again bellows out. The blood on the symbol of Torag begins to pool even more. Foolish Dwarven, foolish dwarf. I shall rend your flesh from your bones. And phasing through the wall is a real weird looking dude. Kind of looks a little bit like this. Look at this guy. He's kind of creepy.
Oh.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
look at that
Nice.
guy. Isn't that great? Give me a knowledge religion check if you've got it. Ooh, what was that? What's that roll? What do we got going on over here? We
I'm
got
a cat. I like to be included in things.
16. This is a Hecula. A Heculava. Now, what you would know about these particular individuals is the following. Might be the following. Let me pull up a bit of information for you, gentlemen. So this is a rotting vestments hang across the withered flesh of this walking corpse, and its mouth hangs open in a silent scream, accompanied by mumbling madness. Let's see here. So these are the risen corpses of heretical clerics who blasphemed and renounced their deities before meeting death. And unlife, they hate and seek to destroy those pious souls who keep their vows. So that's you, Finbar. They hate ya. They're gonna get ya.
Bring it.
Storic from the back of the group is like, yeah, that's great. Let's definitely taunt the magic bad guys. Good call.
Now, since he showed up, don't I have an attack prepared?
You
Do I
do,
get to-
indeed. I just wanted to give a little flavor. Golly gee willikers. Let the DM have some
Sorry.
fun, too. I swear. These
I
hound
do
dogs.
apologize.
No, it's fine. I'll learn to forgive. Don't even worry about it. And then my kitties.
When?
When? I don't know. One day, someday. We'll see. Oh
no.
man, that was. So you are
I was
so spooked, right? Spooked.
What the hell is that?
Ooga booga booga.
Can you do me a favor and take a 5-foot step back?
It's a bugaboo. All right. So with that being said, it is going to make an attack roll against you. A dirty, scary attack roll, and it rolls a 10. So it goes ka-tink. It lightly brushes your cheek with your beard. It smells terrible, and you probably feel a little uncomfortable, or maybe you're into it. I don't know. I don't judge. So next up, though, is a similar voice who steps out the other side, stepping forward. Death to the holy ones. And yeah, this one's going to attack Roderick. Or Roderick. Oh, Roderick's getting fucked.
Does anybody speak Dwarvish besides me?
Yep, I do.
3 damage to Roderick. He's looking pretty beat up. I'm not going to lie. Pretty beat up.
In fact, Storic is now leaning forward to everybody else, and he's like, so the dwarf just challenged the ghosts that were muttering at us earlier, and now there's 2 of them. There's 2 more of them. So if anybody dies here, it's the dwarf's fault. Just so we're clear.
This is such a great idea, and I'm so glad that I was talked into it. And I definitely won't hold this over anyone.
If we don't survive, we don't have to worry about it. It's somebody else's problem. Who's rolling initiative? Oh, yeah. We got extra people here, don't we?
Yep. She's like, she hears the madness and is like, I'm coming! Idiots. Why did we go down the whole way with the bleeding symbol of Torag? I'm with you, Fenris. This was stupid.
Fierce.
That's what I said. It's a made-up name anyway.
All names are made up.
Less yakking, more stabbing.
More stacking.
Mikhail,
I'm
what
more
would
of a
you like to do, my
rending.
good friend?
Is it too late to say maybe we shouldn't have investigated this place and changed my vote?
It's
No, that is not
never
at all what
too
I'd like
late
to do.
be filled with regret. In fact, it's always the right time. Yeah.
No, I am thoroughly outraged. I became a paladin to have a just channel for this unnatural rage that permeates my being. Now, kindly, I do need a little bit of help with some in-depth knowledge here. I would love to activate my Smite Evil. That is a free action, yes?
Yes, it is just a free action. You say, I'm smiting evil that guy. You tell me which one.
I am smiting evil, the one that just appeared near Roderick.
Love it.
I am smiting evil, him and his freaking children. I want his mother to know that this is happening. So let's see, grab my token.
I like it.
Very quick enter the combat having drawn my bastard sword, and I am going to give him all absolute what for. One-handed attack with the bastard sword because I have my shield up for whatever good it might do me. Please show me my attacks again. I know. Come on, we're friends now. Come on, sheet. Show me my attack. Whereas in Elven, I am shouting at this thing to eat the leather off of my boots after I walk through the stables once again.
Oh, why? Why?
That's what I get for swearing in Elven. Come on, all right, so, come on.
No.
What's good? What's
Wildly
good? Show it to me. Give it to me.
That's so mean.
inappropriate.
One on both of them. That is the. Why are the dice being dicks today? That's horrible. Roll to confirm. Just click the attack roll again. All you gotta do is click the attack roll, my dude.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
The dice hate our paladin.
No.
The dice are
no,
evil.
I'm willing to go with that.
That would have been nice.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
That would have been so nice. So you swing, and this thing sees your sword just like glow in holy light as you bring it down on it, and it just awkwardly leans back, and you just whiff. Roderick says, "Yes, drive it back, Mikhail." And Seer, you're up next.
Seer says, everybody, well, maybe not Roderick. Cover your ears, Roderick. We don't want to die here. So fight.
Why do you want Roderick to die? He's just living his best fighter life. Come on.
Roderick is already halfway there, so
He is not in a good spot. Yes, he is.
Is he living on a prayer?
He's bloodied like no other. Real bad. So
so
yes.
Inspire Courage is active.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Next up, we have this giant fly who says a buzz, flies up and around, provoking both from Roderick and Mikhail. You may both take attacks of opportunity. He gets a hit. Does 11 damage to that fly. There we go. Mikhail, give me an attack roll. There it is. So Roderick takes his sword up, hacking into its stomach.
Oh.
Then Mikhail, go ahead.
I did not deactivate the Smite Evil.
That's totally fine. You still would have hit. Even,
Okay.
Like if you,
Okay.
it's AC's 14. So like I know your charisma modifier isn't like 8. So then you swing up, taking off the fly's head, and Roderick just goes, "Yeah!" That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Kadong. That one is dead. I'm gonna drag him off the screen. This fly over yonder on this side says a buzz down to Finbar and goes yum 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 yum. 13 is a miss. Storik the Undying. We're gonna test that name this campaign, by the way.
Yeah, I figured. That's why he named himself that. Or in my estimation, is he's like, we already did last
Good.
session. I almost died.
Yeah, I tried. I will be trying. Wolf, why are you so
Storik, despite his criticism, recognizes that the cleric might be in a spot of bother, and so he will try and take out the fly that is on his.
Did you just say a spot
The one with the javelin hanging out of it?
Did you just say a spot of bother?
A spot of bother.
You are a fop. Oh my god.
listen, I'm leaning into it.
I love it.
Perfect.
So I once again force missile the fly.
Ooh,
maximum damage.
Solid blow. You watch as the force missile forms in front of you, spirals and twirls, smacks the fly in the face, and then it just explodes. Finbar, give me a reflex save.
I wish you wouldn't have asked.
No, I'm not gonna. I did.
Let's see.
You are covered in goo. It's gross. No other effects. You're just covered in goo. Just FYI. It's good.
I'm okay with that.
All right. Anivia, from the back line, is going to fire a bow shot at this guy right here. Thunk.
Luckily, I'm short.
Thunk. Oh, hello.
Fabulous.
Does not confirm. That's unfortunate. 1d8
Oof.
plus 2. 6 damage. Not too much. Kind of seems like this thing might have some sort of natural or magical resistance, and you realize that, oh crap, Haveculas, they have DR that is overcome by magic or silver. So this guy might be a bit of a nasty guy to bring down. Good news is though is that Smite Evil overcomes their DR. Ferris, you're up next.
Excellent. I have magic blades
Ooh.
on my claws.
Get claws.
What? Making stuff up.
All right.
I am certainly not.
I think he is. I don't know. I won't allow it. I'm gonna question it. I'm gonna give pushback on it.
Do you get sneak attack for flank? Am I remembering that right?
Yes, but he is not currently flanking.
That's why I asked you to take a 5 foot back, but
It's all right. We're learning to work together. Solid swing into this guy's backside, and you just get nothing but fabric. Nothing but fabric.
Meow.
Roderick says, "I shall deal with the fly. Fight well, brother." And he swings once again for a nat 1.
Oh, God.
Wow, he confirms the crit miss. Yikes, melee. You take an amount of bleed equal to your strength bonus, minimum 1. So he goes to swing, and as he brings the sword down, the Havecula reaches out and just drags his claw up his arm, and he just begins to bleed profusely, and does not look good. So that is a bad thing for our boy. So he starts bleeding out.
There's a goat.
This fly is going to try to bite Roderick. This fly misses Roderick. Finbar, you're up next. I don't know, buddy.
All right.
Roderick's looking pretty beat up right now.
Yeah, I was gonna cast magic weapon, but if I have to save it for a change into cure light wounds, I guess I better do that. All right, I'll take a 5 foot step back. I'll see Roderick spurting arterial blood, and I will scream at him, "Be just and fear not, Roderick. I am coming to your aid." And
Remember,
since I took a 5 foot step back,
he is an acolyte of Torag, technically.
But if I remember right, Cure Light Wounds is a touch spell, yeah?
It is. You also have Channel Energy, which
Oh,
there are
jeez, I forgot
multiple
all about
people in
that.
your party that are slightly wounded. You could just channel energy. You would hit the fly and heal the fly some, but might be worthwhile.
That's a fantastic idea, though.
I got some of them. I'm not here to be completely antagonistic against the group. I want you guys to succeed.
Now, is Channel Energy normally in the sheet, or
so it is
that
on
something
your. I added a Channel Energy ability for you. So if you go to your abilities, it should be the top one on your character sheet, and it will scale with you as you level up.
Fantastic.
Darewolf knows a few things about macros. Derp derp. Derp 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 derp.
Alright, stability. Channel positive energy. All right. And
Money?
channel positive energy is what, a radius 30?
It is indeed, good
forget.
sir.
All right.
Oh, solid. So that gets rid of his bleed, heals him for 6. That is a huge win. Huge win. Thank you, brother. Finbar. And everyone else that was injured, you heal 6 HP to a maximum of your maximum. So Seer, you're back to full. Ferris is back to full. The fly does get a little bit of healing as well, unfortunately, but I think it was worthwhile. No.
Steer says,
No. Go ahead.
"Thank you, Mr. Finbar. I don't feel quite so yucky anymore."
No more divine light. And screaming in Dwarven, it steps forward and attempts to cut out your face.
But I'm using that.
A 19 is a hit.
That
You take
that'll hit,
a
yeah.
whopping 4 points of damage, slashing damage, and give me a fortitude save, sir.
All right. Let's see.
How did it roll twice to attack?
It gets 2 attacks. It's got 2
It
claws.
gets 2 attacks.
Mhm.
That's terrible.
It's horrible. You hate it. You hate to see it. Ooh. Let me go ahead and just make note of that real quick. All right. That cut looked pretty nasty. maybe a little dirty. I don't know. We'll worry about that later. It's not a big deal. This one here.
And that was 4, Wolfie?
4 damage, yes sir. This one in front of Mikhail says, "Die, Paladin, die," and just goes hard on you. Now you do have a bonus to your AC, equal to your charisma, which I believe I added to your sheet. Let me just double check, Mikhail. I did, right? Smite Evil AC, perfect, excellent. All right, so your AC is correct on your token. So he's gonna swing twice. 12 and a 1, so he swings, and it just, this holy divine energy just, and he recoils back, just screaming in Dwarven. Speaking of screaming in Dwarven, this guy doesn't. Mikhail, it's your turn.
Oh, I can. I choose not to. When I want to be foul, I go with the ancestry. I go Elven.
Love it.
Now, Ragathiel, my god of vengeance, he knows my heart of hearts. And he knows that right now I'm thinking, well, a moment ago, not only was I thinking of not helping Podrick, but now that he's been healed, I'm kind of rolling my eyes. Okay, I will do penance later. Bastard sword in hand, I am going to attempt to run this creature through with all the might of my smite evil. Mm-hmm. You will tread not in my holy place, thing of evil. Attack, please. Attack, please. Come on, computer, we're friends. Hello, computer.
Hello, computer.
Hello, computer. Turn on. Computer.
I believe in you.
Hello.
Hello, computer.
Hello, computer.
There
on.
it is.
Turn on,
Wait.
computer.
Oh, yes.
Turn on, computer. Oh! Oh, solid blow. So your sword blazes with holy fire.
That is crit. That is in my crit range.
Ooh, 17 to 17. Do you have improved critical?
Oh wait, no. Okay, I'm sorry. I saw the 19 as the roll was what it told me.
Yep.
I lied.
So
oh my god!
Showing you. No, this is no. This is a good learning. This is a good learning experience. So the 1d20 CS 19 plus 7. That is what it's rolling. It's the 19 CS means 19 or higher is a crit. Is what that means. So that's what it's telling you what it's rolling, and it's giving you details of what would be a crit. Your actual roll is beyond that, where it says 17 plus 7. Exactly. Yep. You got it, brother. Okay. All right, so a solid blow into the creature. It recoils backward as it's cut open. This burning, horrible smell filled with a little bit of like a sweetness to it as well, like this divine kind of incense. And the creature's eyes go wide in what you can only interpret as fear at that blow. Absolutely fantastic. Seer, you're up next. You are bardic performancing, right, Seer?
I am, and I'm going to end it this round for the lingering performance to take over.
Did everyone activate bardic performance?
Inspire Courage, yeah.
Perfect.
I got Inspire Courage, yeah.
That's it. Yep. Inspire Courage. Perfect. Just want to make sure we got all of the bonuses to damage and whatnot in there.
All right, so Seer is going to attempt to take one person or one creature out of the fight.
Love it.
By casting Sleep on targeting the fly.
Okay. All right, I like it. Flies don't have great will saves. Horrible will saves. The fly goes buzz, 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 buzz. That's what it does, and it falls asleep. Kerblap. Sleepy, sleepy fly. That was huge. That was huge, actually. Very, very good. Ah, yes, this fly has passed out due to your mighty vengeance. It passed out from fear. Well done, Mikhail. All right.
Oh shit!
Fly is dead.
Hey,
other fly is dead. Stork.
Did the huevos in front of the paladins not take damage, or is it not on the?
What's that?
You're misreading. You're misreading that's actually Mikhail's health. I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Health bars are above, and you guys don't see the enemy's health.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Nope.
That'd be cheating at Scrabble.
No, you don't.
You're no fun.
I think I'm a pretty cool guy. All right, let's be real. I'm a pretty okay guy.
What do I want to do? I mean, I'm a mage. I don't have a lot of options at level 1. I again still recognizing that Finbar might be the most in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Although Fierce is over there and Mikhail's all alone. Because Roderick doesn't count.
Pardon an interruption.
Okay.
GM, this
Yes.
here is Bragi, the god of
Oh,
bards.
love
So
it.
now that he's joined the game, our bard gets bonuses.
I love it, and I want more of it, and kitty cats are great.
Bard needs bonuses.
There, I said it. Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Yeah, Stork will take a couple steps forward. And then be like, eeny, meeny, miny, that guy. And then I'll force missile the very wounded.
Mhm. Very, very good.
For 4 damage.
Hey, Wolfie.
Yes,
did,
sir.
Did Anivia fall off of the turn order?
No, she's right there. She's next in line after Storic.
Oh, I was looking for a name. That's my bad. I apologize.
I don't know. You're just you're all over the place today, Dan. I don't know what to tell you. That's it's pretty aggressive. 4 damage. As the
4
missile
damage.
strikes the creature, his eyes begin to go wider and wider until he turns to dust before Mikhail. Roderick turns to Mikhail and says, "A solid blow, brother. A solid blow." And Anivia is going to shoot at this one on the right-hand side. 23. Let's go, Anivia.
Ooh.
Let's go. Unfortunately, her bow is not magic, but bam! There it
Nice.
is. 6 damage does go through. Ferris, you're up next, Kitty Cat Man.
Fierce takes a step to the right.
Love it.
And he does the pelvic thrust.
Ooh. Just a
I
step
heard
to
they
the
I've
drive
heard
him
it really
insane.
drives him insane.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to sneak attack
Ooh.
with my claw.
Ooh.
The claw.
Oh!
I like it.
All right, so we got that's a -6. Another
It is a
1.
magical weapon.
Ooh! As you slash into this thing's back, your claws dig deep into it, and you feel spine. You manage to kind of dig the claws in, and you pull back. As you do so, you pull out. You predator the thing. You predator this undead horror, and it turns to dust before you. And then you can raise it up and be like, like whatever you want to do. You can pull a predator.
He's just gonna like raise it up and like smash the skull against the side. You pig fucker!
And as you do that, Roderick quickly coup de grace
ground.
the fly in front of him, ending the combat. Ending the combat. Well done, gentlemen. That could have been really bad. That could have been genuinely bad. I'm glad that it went well. That's all I can say. I'm glad that it went well. So as the sounds of combat end, we see our group breathing heavy, a few wounds. Finbar, give me a heal check if you have it, or anyone else that wants a heal check on that particularly nasty wound you got.
Boy, dice aren't my friends today.
Completely fine. You're like, just a little bit of dirty water and some cow dung. I'll be fine. No big deal. Just rub it all in there. I'll be good. That's good.
Fierce is not trained in a lot of things, but he likes to stick his nose in, so
Smells fine. Yep. Nope. They're completely fine. Nothing's wrong with either of them. It's not a big deal. Don't even worry about it.
he like shoves his nose in there. He's like, "Yeah, it smells fine to me."
Yep. Completely fine. Nothing is wrong with you at all. You're completely fine. Definitely not diseased. 100% not diseased at all. No.
Can I do a heal check on Roderick since I've already figured that my wounds are fine?
Yeah.
But I should check on Roderick.
Sure. I mean, that guy that you don't actually care about. Okay. All right. That's fine. I'll let it happen. It's good. Oh, that's definitely diseased. Oh yeah, that's filth fever. That's gonna you have to do something about that, for sure. Yeah, he's gonna need to remove disease or just maybe some long-term care to give him a bonus on his next fort save. He needs some love. For sure.
Well, if he's got it, I bet you I've got it too.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
No,
All right, Dan.
you don't.
All right, Dan. You don't. You're completely
Absolutely
healthy.
not.
Yeah.
We've checked.
Yeah. Don't bullshit me. Get out of here.
Roll perception.
All right. So
Sir,
Isn't,
I
4
checked.
out of 5 party members agree.
I
now,
thought. Okay, so it's not a condition I have to worry about setting.
We have a
disease,
potion
not
of
yet.
lesser restoration, don't we? And lesser restoration will take off disease,
It will not.
won't it?
It will not. It cures ability
Oh.
damage.
How
Unfortunately.
Duh, Brian.
Yeah, come on. Let's like.
How?
You ever played this game
Yeah.
before, Brian? Come on.
But
guys.
hey, maybe there's something in the temple that'll help us out. That's what temples are for, right?
Probably. Moving inside of the temple, the inside broken stone benches line this narrow room. The air is cold and stale. Thick layers of dust cover the floor, benches, and a large altar at the far end of the room. The altar itself has been carved into and otherwise completely desecrated. This is a true and horrible affront to your god, Finbar. However, as fate would have it, you are indeed a cleric of Torag. A little bit of water, some prayers, and you can likely reconsecrate this area relatively quickly. Now, in the rubble of the shrine, you also find 2 potions of Cure Light Wounds and 1 withered hand. It wears a golden knotted ring worth 125 gold. Not too bad. Give me a knowledge religion check, Finbar. I will give you a +5 to this check.
All right. Hang on, I'm writing this all up. Withered hand with gold. Was it a ring?
A golden ring, yes, sir. You got it, brother.
All right. So knowledge, religion. It seems like something I would know. Damn it!
Not great. Not great. Looking at the altar, looking at the area around it, you realize that you maybe just don't have the strength or the piety to be able to consecrate this. However, if anyone else has knowledge religion and would like to attempt to assist him in this reconsecration, I will allow it. Guess who has
I
a few
will
ranks in
attempt.
knowledge religion? Roderick does.
Guess who has skill focus?
Ooh. That's another +2. The 9 unfortunately does not do it. Roderick will roll his attempt. Roderick gives you another +2. You're up to 19. You're up to 19.
Are we assisting even untrained?
I will allow an assist untrained. However, you'll need a 15 to assist. Oof.
Nope.
Oof. You scrub. You move around. And as Roderick kind of looks at the altar, he frowns. And then you turn back to it, Finbar, and somewhere in the distance, kind of sounds like it might even be coming from inside your own mind. You hear a tang, 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 like a hammer on an anvil. And looking down at the altar, you watch as these very lightly colored yellow and orange sparks begin to just ever so slightly appear, almost as though someone is hitting this altar with a hammer. Like the altar itself is shaped like an anvil. Tang, tang. It gets louder and louder until everyone inside of the room can hear it. It's not deafening. It's not obnoxious. It doesn't hurt your ears. In fact, it seems to make you feel like you are safe here, perhaps even blessed. For the next 24 hours, you are all under the effects of a bless spell. It is permanent for the next 24 hours for having reconsecrated this temple to the god Torag. This area will also be a safe haven for you should you need to fall back or find respite. This will be a location you can do so. And that sort of holiness, that goodness that a temple of Torag, that foundation, a kind of, how to put this, a sanctuary. That sanctuary-like feeling is now ever present for all of you. Very good. Very, very good.
We have a home base.
Well, it's good to see we have a home base. Anivia moves in with Horgus. Horgus is still mumbling about giant flies, and he's supposed to die on a beach in Absalom, and this and that. Anivia is ignoring him. Aaron Vashnal is kind of just ever so slightly touching his bandage that has wrapped his burned out and desecrated eyes. And Anivia says, "This seems as good a place as any for us to take a rest. My feet are killing me, and this leg, this blasted leg. If it's all the same to everyone else, I'd like to, well, take this respite for what it is, a needed blessing."
I think that makes sense.
We all deserve a good rest.
I'm gonna climb up on the roof and see if there's anything up there.
Ooh, I like where your mind's at. Give me a perception check.
Percepting. Fuck.
There's some stone and dust, and you find some fly poop. It's gross. It's kind of sticky. Kind of sticky and gross. It's not very nice.
He hops down.
Yeah, it's
Sucks up there.
It's pretty nasty. Not a fan.
He goes over and curls up in the corner and just goes to sleep.
I was supposed to die. I was supposed to die in Absalom, not in the Underdark over here. That's the demons. Oh gods, my mansion is probably in ruins. Oh no. I can trust my servants to look after it, and the guards, they wouldn't abandon it. Of course they wouldn't abandon it. And Horgus is just mumbling. And Anivia finally snaps and says, "Shut the fuck up, Horgus. Shut up." Trying to get some sleep. Horgus looks offended for a moment, and then looks at everyone, probably glaring at him a little bit, and he gets quiet, slides into the corner, kind of pulls his knees up to his chest, and stops bitching. At least for 8 hours, so you guys can rest. As you guys set up a small camp, you bar the door, set up watch, guarding, and whatnot, each of you drifts off into a somewhat restless, but still a relieving sleep, one after another. We look over to oh, thank you so much, Patrick. Appreciate it. We look over to Seer, who looks like nestled up against this still slightly glowing altar of Torag. It's almost giving off a bit of warmth, almost like a furnace would, but it's not hot. It's warm. It's inviting. It's like a nice cozy fire on a cold winter day. But Seer, as you've nestled up against it, you drift into a very deep slumber. Your mind wanders back to many years before, when you had a very strange encounter with a mysterious figure. In this dream, you are lost somewhere deep inside of a somewhat corrupted forest on the edge of the Worldwound. You had been with a group of other halflings and gotten separated from them. The details are a bit fuzzy in this particular dream, but as you're wandering through, you see this feminine-like figure. It has, you think there might be horns, but the voice is kind, the voice is pleasing, and the voice directs you back to your friends, back to your party. This figure is kind of burned into your mind's eye. And a name. There was a name that she gave you you cannot quite remember it. But this feeling like someone or something powerful is watching over you remains. Mysterious benefactor of some sort. Who or exactly what he, she, or they were was a feminine figure, will for now remain a mystery. But as you awaken, you feel a little inspired. And you may add an additional 5 rounds of bardic performance for the day that you can use at your leisure for the next 24 hours. As you all awaken, after a full night's rest, make sure to heal yourself up. The way that I do healing is your character level, naturally, plus your con modifier. And I believe everyone should be at full at this point. Everyone should be at full. Anivia is talking with Aaron Vashnal. Yes, go ahead.
Would it be a burden on the party if we took 2 minutes for me to juggle my spells since we've had a night's rest?
Not at all. Not at all. I can do a bit more role play as well. That's part of why we're here. I think that's completely fine. But Anivia is the first to awaken. She is not groaning, but she has this just this kind of just gritting her teeth through the pain of her broken leg. She looks over at Aaron Vashnal and helps him change his bandages. It seems like she is finding some solace in caring for someone else. And you get the impression from Anivia that she doesn't like to be an invalid, not that anyone really would, but it really is affecting her deeply. She's a very proud and strong and confident woman, and this having to rely on others, being a cripple at this point, is not treating her well. It's not resting well with her, as it were. But Roderick, actually, sitting next to Storic, he rises as well. He coughs a little bit and looks a little green at this point, unfortunately. However, he manages to, well, hold back whatever is affecting him. I will also need... Yeah, it's a big kitty. She's a kitty. I will also need good old Finbar to give me a fortitude save as well, good sir. Finbar, you don't feel good, buddy. You don't feel good at all. You're feeling pretty sicky. Feel a little thicky, a little thick, a little thicky. And by sicky, I mean actually the DC was 12, so you're completely fine. So for now, you're fine, and you're not under the effects of filth fever. But you do feel just a little under the weather, a little nasty, as it were. There are 3 kitties here. This is great. I love to see it. But Roderick leans over to Storic, and unlike his kind of gregarious and rambunctious self he's been over the last, 24 hours or so, he is whispering to you in a hushed tone, and Seer, you would likely hear this as well. Storic, if I may ask you something, whom do you worship among the pantheon of gods?
Actually, I'm sort of still deciding as far as, worship. There's just so many gods, None of them really do much for wizards, so.
He rubs his chin for a moment, sort of drinking that in, contemplating what you said. Isn't that a bit strange, Storic? Most of those who would come to Canabras, come to fight against the demonic forces of the Worldwound, they come here because they feel called by some sort of higher power, a divine purpose, as it were. May I speak candidly with you, Storic?
Please.
I chose to worship Torag because my father was a smith. And his father before him was a smith, but looks down at his hands. I have no skill when it comes to swinging a hammer. I can swing a sword, I can destroy, but I struggle to create. Yet I still felt I should honor them in some way. I should honor my parents' legacy, and though he is a god of the dwarves, and he looks pointedly over to Finbar, I'm wondering if I perhaps made the wrong choice.
Well, have you felt any acceptance? I understand that those who worship gods in that way tend to feel some amount of connection with the god, especially sitting in his temple.
He turns to Seer. Seer, you're a man of great knowledge, yes?
I do like to think that I drink and I know things. Although,
Go ahead.
I can't drink a lot because I get drunk really fast and then I forget things.
Do you think the gods would be angry if I chose to send my prayers to someone else?
One thing about halflings is that we are highly agnostic and tend to just follow the crowd. So our gods that we worship, they will shift from area to area, and we do fine.
He looks down at his tabard that has the symbol of Torag. Looks over to the altar. I thank you both. Thank you both. And he rises and checks his sword and starts to check his armor and leaves you two to stare at each other for a moment if you so choose, or do whatnot.
Blinking contest.
Blinking contest. Blink, 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 blink. All right. Is it how many times you can blink, or if you can't blink? Anyway, I digress. Anivia gets up. Aaron Vashnal. Horgus actually helps Aaron Vashnal. He's still grumbling a little bit about sleeping on a hard ground, but looks around everyone else. And Anivia speaks up. Well, I'm feeling rather rested, and a pointed look at the altar. A bit inspired by this altar. We should make haste while this inspiration lasts. Is everyone prepared?
Aye.
Great.
Very good. Well, the leaders to the front, as it were. And you guys are able
Stark
to...
stands up, starts to move to the front.
I wouldn't recommend... Oh, right. That's fine. Okay. Yep, that's probably a
We're
bad
following
idea.
the fop. The fop.
Once the first person leaves the temple, Beerus finally uncurls himself from the corner that he was sleeping in
Aw.
and gets up and just kind of slunks out.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
As we're leaving the temple, I take the backpack that we had salvaged and break off some of the pieces of trail rations and hand them out to the team. You know, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, compadres.
It really is. It really, really is. In fact, might be the most
I use
important meal of my
prestidigitation to
days.
make mine taste all fresh baked and gooey, and I offer the same to anyone else.
Aw,
Quite an improvement on the trail ration, as it were.
that's lovely.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
take
that sounds like a great idea. Can you make mine taste like shrimp?
Yes.
You're such a cat, Drew. I love that about you. You're such a
I'm
kitty
trying.
cat. You're such a kitty
Trying
cat.
to be.
That
I'm
is
trying to dance.
That is absolutely glorious. Absolutely glorious. All right. So, as you guys are pressing on, you head back out the passage. The bloody symbol of Torag is indeed no longer bloody and instead glows with a faint orange kind of aura around it, an inviting aura, a warm aura, and you know that should you so choose, you would be able to fall back to this location in the future. However, you need to press on. You need to get back to the surface. You need to rejoin the, well, whatever fight, whatever forces remain to battle against the demonic invasion above. But as you press on, the passageway continues to curve upward ever so slightly. It curves left and right and rises sometimes somewhat sharply. Those moments where it rises sharply become more difficult, especially for those that are injured, blind, and the damaged leg. However, as you continue onward, you eventually come to a small widening where you see a relatively large cavern compared to the very narrow 5, maybe 10-foot wide hallways that you've been going through. I'm going to go ahead and just grab your character tokens here for just a moment. I'm going to bring you guys down to the next location, as it were. Let me grab everybody, copy. We're going to go ahead and paste. We're going to get our boys in the back here. And then I believe it probably Mikhail and Roderick out front, followed by Finbar, Ferris, Storic at the back, and Seer. Does that sound like a pretty good marching order?
Storic ordered everybody into that order.
Love it.
Beerus usually
he's the leader.
Yeah.
Beerus usually bounces back and forth from the front to the back. Like he's usually just hanging out with whoever he ends up talking to.
Love it. Love it.
Don't forget to
saw
set that
those.
bless buff, folks.
Do set your bless buff.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Already done.
In this particular cavern, stone figures are carved into the walls of this cavern. Each depicts a different crusader clad in armor and wielding weapons, but their carved stone features contain expressions of sadness, longing, a kind of despondent view upon them. Give me a knowledge history check or knowledge religion at your leisure.
I think I may actually have nope. I'm untrained in knowledge history too. It is for knowledge local. I have untrained.
Ah, knowledge religion. Very good. Ooh, nice religion check.
Yes.
Horrible history check. All right. You recognize these figures. Anyone that rolls a 15 plus. These are soldiers that were depicted from the First Crusade. These are long-lost crusaders that when the Worldwound originally opened up at the death of Arodus, the former god of humanity, when he died, the Worldwound opened up, and like a decade or two after it opened up, a group of crusaders rose up to attempt to take back the lands of Mendev that had been consumed by the Worldwound, and unfortunately they failed. There were hundreds, thousands of soldiers that died at the hands of the demons, and they returned. They actually formed and built up Canabris on the banks of the river that separates Mendev from the Worldwound, and many of them, filled with regret and feeling that they've dishonored their families and their gods, traveled to the underground and disappeared from memory. These particular statues seem to honor them, seem to depict them. Whoever made them, though, might remain a mystery. It could have been the soldiers themselves, perhaps their descendants. Who's to say? Who's really to say? However, give me a perception check in this room. The cave itself goes up about 50 feet, disappearing into darkness. Ooh.
Oh, come on.
Ooh, there's something up there. There is something up there. Seer, there's nothing up there. Absolutely nothing.
What's everybody looking at?
Storik calls to the group. There's something in the upper reaches of the cavern.
You see some kind of horrible looking winged monster. Some sort of horrible looking winged monster. It is like a giant cloak with a mouth. Give me a knowledge, arcana, or nature. Your choice.
I have knowledge arcana.
Ooh, that is a dark mantle. As this creature falls from the cavern roof, it opens like a hideous octopus, its thin hook-lined tentacles connected by a fleshy web. They are horrible, horrible stealth attack monsters that are swooping down to give you the boops, and we're going to roll initiative and drop into some combat. Desert combat. And they don't get a surprise round because you guys made your perception checks. Look at that.
Woot!
Yay!
Rolled bad on the initiative, but I did roll good on the other things.
That's good.
Poor and well. Poor and well.
Oh, foul abominations. We shall bring them down, Mikhail. Together with our friends. Right.
Well, your acquaintances anyway.
Our deep emotionally bonded friends.
Rally ho! Rally ho!
Rally mother effing ho. Let's go. Love to see it. All right. Storik, you are person. However, the dark mantles are super quick. This one, right here, swoops down, rushing towards Mikhail, and attempts to envelop him in a nasty, nasty embrace. He tries to slam you.
Kiss me, baby.
Ooh, he's gonna try.
Ooh.
He fucks it up real bad. He confirms fucking it up. This is he takes a -4 on all attack rolls for 1 round. So next round he will be rolling at a -1. Good luck with that. The second dark mantle swoops down towards you. Ah, ha, 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 ha. It also fails. It just lightly brushes you, and it's just very uncomfortable. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Ferris, you're up next.
Oh. Pyrrhus does not like. Are they still in the air?
They are at eye level. They've swooped down and are attempting to maw and grab and smash you.
Can I get around to here?
You absolutely may. You may make an acrobatics check if you so choose. However, if you do so, you will move at half speed, but you will not provoke attacks of opportunity, or you can just risk it to get the biscuit.
I want to say that I might have an ability that makes me not use that.
You may have mobility. If you have mobility, it gives you a +4 against attacks of opportunity. Time will tell. Oh my
Only time will
stars.
tell.
No, only
Finesse,
time will
trap
tell. Indeed.
Oh.
Oh, I love that. I love that Stork's becoming a fop. It's beautiful. I love it. It's gonna be
Just
great.
lean into it.
Just deep in the heart of the Worldwound, the abyssal anus as they call it, and you're
All
just
right,
like,
now.
aha.
Hello.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. You love to see it. You love to see it. Oh my stars. Ooh, that is good enough. That is indeed good enough. So 1, 2,
I should
3,
hope so.
And yeah, you can get there. It's beautiful. Love to see it.
Slashy,
kitty cat whack flip?
slashy.
Ooh, nice blow. Very, very good roll. That's 8 and 2 for 10 points of damage. You cut into its leathery backside. The creature lets out a high-pitched squeal, like a screeching squeal, and its mouth turns towards the kitty cat, dripping with saliva. Nasty dark mantle saliva.
Pyrrhus's hackles are up. He's like, his back's arched and he's like hissing.
5 foot up to give Finbar some space. He will then, without screaming for the first time, swing down on the creature but miss. This dark mantle here sees its opportunity, swooping down and rushing towards Ferris. It does provoke an attack of opportunity, Ferris, as it moves through a threatened square to get to you.
Okay.
Another solid blow. My god, that is beautiful for 9 points of damage.
I'll buy that for $1.
However, it is going to attempt to give you the boops. Rolls a 16.
15.
That hits. That hits. So it wraps itself around you, attempting to grapple you. On the attack, you take a whopping D4 damage, 2 damage. However, it does attempt to grapple you. Its grapple is pretty okay. A 22. I'm pretty sure that grapples you, kitty cat. I'm pretty sure that grapples
my
you. Yes.
CMD can't be that good.
So he grabs onto you, embracing you. I want you guys to imagine a giant blanket of dark mantle wraps down around this kitty cat, completely enveloping him, and as he does so, he begins to constrict you. You take an additional 5 points of damage as it just squeezes down on you, kitty cat. Squeezes down. Stork, you're up next.
Stork does not like that the cat friend has been squeezed.
He is being squeezed. Super squeezed.
However, I remain a first level wizard, so I don't have a lot of options. So I cast Mage Armor.
Yeah, got a sneak attack on me.
Seer,
Shit.
you're up next.
Seer is going to attempt to cast Sleep, targeting the one that is enveloping Fierce.
Ooh, I love that journey for you. That is very cool. Now, you are aware that Sleep is a 10-foot radius burst. So, there's a couple options you have here. If you do it on Ferris, you could hit Ferris and all 3 dark mantles, but it might put Ferris to sleep. However, you could angle it at the back and only hit that dark mantle. It's up to you.
I am going to gamble and with Fierce and try to get them all.
Rogues have terrible will saves. All right, you are a monster, and I love this journey for you. So this dark mantle is going to make its will save. All right, the dark mantle holding Fierce falls asleep. The other dark mantle also falls asleep. The last dark mantle also falls asleep, I believe. What is the DC on your sleep spell?
Let's see. Where would that stay it? What is the calculation for that?
It is 10 plus the spell's level plus your charisma modifier.
Okay. So that would be 14.
It just fails. All 3 dark mantles have passed out. Every
And
single
so
dark
has
mantle.
Drew.
And Drew. So Drew is just kind of cuddled up with the dark mantle at this point, which is beautiful.
Oh, and it's adorable. He's curled up, his tail's up over his eyes.
Purring.
Yeah.
Dark mantle's also purring. It's weird. Yes. So at this point, you guys can just coup de grace the dark mantles. So combat is effectively over as Finbar,
Sure.
Roderick, and Mikhail just shank. They're all dead. Well done. That was a solid
And-
use.
And as Virus wakes up, he's going to wake up to Seer petting him.
Aww.
Oh,
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Do we
That
didn't
is
we get
kitty.
a
beautiful.
didn't we get a cure light wounds potion from the temple?
You did.
Oh, we got
and
2
we
of
had,
them.
we've got 2 because we got one in that backpack as well.
We got 2 from the temple.
Well, let's
So we have
how about
3 total.
Oh,
how about we give one of those to the Catman?
Coup de grace, as they call it. Coup de grace. That was really good, Seer. That was a good gamble. Those things have a +0 to will save, so that was a good gamble. That was solid. That fight
My
could have
will
turned
save?
bad.
My will save is -2.
Aww.
Just so you know.
I'm gonna make a DM note of that. Thank you.
Oh, no.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger, meow. Speaking of being in danger, you have a chance now to give it a really good look at this area. Viewing around, give me guys perception checks, please. An additional perception check.
Perception, you say?
I'll buy that for $1.
No.
Right.
You hear a slight muttering and a
Oh,
kind of
stop that.
maddened, there it is, a maddened kind of my lord, my cave, you can't take my cave, my lord, is mumbling. It switches between Dwarven, Common, Elven, and also, does anyone speak Abyssal?
I might.
My
I
lord,
barely speak common.
my lord, my lord.
Not Abyssal, no.
Okay, well, it's a
I got
couple-
Abyssal.
you hear Abyssal as well. So Common, Elven, Dwarven, and Abyssal. This guy's muttering these just random phrases, repeating this name Malorn over and over again. However, Aaron Vashnell speaks up as Anivia is describing this cavern to him, and he mentions, I have done some research on those of the Fifth Crusade. It is said that they were infected by abyssal energies, and to protect themselves from, that is to say, to protect those that were not infected, they traveled deep underground. They, what would be the proper word I should use? Self-exiled themselves.
Bravely ran away.
Bravely ran away, indeed. However, some say that there are descendants of them still living below below the city. They are known as mongrel men. Be them friend or foe, I do not know, but we should be on our guard.
Wait, mongrels like dogs? I don't like dogs.
No, like horribly mutated humans and elves and dwarves.
But not dogs.
No, there will be no dogs.
All right, cool. All right. That's fine.
Oh, I get it. Is he a catfolk? Yes, he's a catfolk. Ah, it makes all sense now. It does make sense. Very good. I hadn't seen him up to this point because I'm blind. Well, anyway. My lord! My cave, my lord! So, there's a small passage that leads deeper over here, and you guys may proceed onward at your leisure, as it were. I shall reveal the next cave to you. Boom. All right. So go ahead and stack your tokens over here if you don't mind. We'll go ahead and move Roderick up. Mikhail moves up, and let me grab the other NPCs.
Healing potion. What is that?
Yeah,
A D8
Shouldn't
plus
be-
1. A D8
Yep.
plus 1. Plus 1. My lord.
Go ahead, Finbar. I'll move over here.
My cave, not your cave. My cave, my lord.
Thanks, sir.
My lord, my cave. Oh,
This
why do
cannot
I?
be well. Finbar,
why
kill
do
it
I-
with fire.
Why do I smell wet cat? What? Why is there wet cat? It smells like cat
Not
piss
wet.
in here. Why is there cat piss? Cat piss.
Well, I mean, I did
pissing cat.
piss.
I hate it. I don't like it. Oh, you over there! And he seems to notice you. Now, the man before you looks like a dwarf. However, he looks batshit fucking insane. Now, you ever seen like a crazy person, like an actual crazy person? Yeah, I'm talking like actual crazy person. He is covered in grime, like green something all over him. It could be slime. I don't know, man. It's like a really bad episode of Nickelodeon. It is aggressive here, like super aggressive. And he stares over at you with just this indignant, angry look. You can't come in here. No. This is my cave. You're not allowed to come in here. My cave. Symbol, you're not allowed in here as well. My cave. My lord's cave. And he is, again, every word is Elven, then goes to Dwarven, then Common, then Abyssal. So you guys are only getting bibs and bobs and bits and pieces of what he's saying if you don't speak all 4 languages. What would you guys like to do?
I
I
will
call out
approach
to-
him with.
Hmm.
God.
No, after you. You're in front.
Yeah, I will approach slowly with weapons put away, hands out where he can see them. I have ill intentions towards the gibbering little thing, but I'll go about this peaceably.
I would like to.
As you get to there, Mikhail, we're going to pause your movement. Seer, do what you're going to do.
I'd just like to cast detect magic.
He pings like a Christmas tree. Just a lot of magic on him. Like give me a spellcraft check as you focus in on it. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Ooh, you are detecting a lot of abjuration magic on him, protection magic. As our boy Mikhail gets to right there, Malorn roars. This is all in Abyssal, so you may not understand this, but he roars. Finbar, you hear it, and he screams, "Get out of my cave, you knife-eared bastard!" And he casts a magic missile at Mikhail. And we're going to roll initiative, because this guy he's angry, and he wants to fight. So he is going to fight you. So we're going to roll a d4 plus 1. Hold on. Wait a minute. Is that a... Hold on.
Boy, howdy.
Oh, boy, howdy.
Not rolling well at all.
Howdy. Here we go. 2 magic missiles come flying at our boy, and they smack Mikhail right in the face. Mikhail, you take 5 damage, which could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Pop. Looked like 2 dwarven fists turned into magic, and it's like 2 punches to the face. Roderick draws his sword in a flash, preparing to charge forward, and we are going to roll initiative and see what the fuck happens. Good old Malorn, one of my favorite characters in this entire campaign. He is an absolute delight. All right, Anivia is like, what in the hell is this going on in there? Roderick is like, death to the dwarf! Not you, Finbar. Forgive me. All right, everybody else in? Beautiful. Let's get some battle music going. Holy schmolly's in a handbasket. We'd love to see it. Eeny, meeny, miny, desert combat. Right, let's friggin' go. Right. First up in the initiative is Roderick, who is going to double move up to Cheer. That was a little bit farther than I needed to move, but he's going to double move, moving forward. Mikhail, you are up next, good sir.
Alrighty. I am going to move mostly in a straight line. What? Did I get it down to 20 feet, or is it still 30 feet?
Depends on what kind of armor you're wearing. If you're wearing medium or heavy, you would have 20 feet, but you could do a charge action to charge this guy. You get to move double and then get a +2 to attack and a -2 to AC. You've got options.
Right now, my perplexity is, yeah, I'm simply upset because I had, yes, I'm down to 20. All right, now this is going to be totally unprofessional. Would you please repeat my options pertaining to the charge action?
No, absolutely, man. So you have an option here. So your base move speed is 20. That gets you to that point right there, right? So let me just move you back real quick as we discuss. If you wish to charge, you can move up to double your movement in a straight line and then make a single attack roll against a target. It gives you a +2 to attack, but a -2 to AC for 1 round. So you charge forward, +2 to attack, you get an attack, but in so doing, you're sort of leaving yourself open. You're focusing more on the attack than you are on defending yourself. Does that make sense?
It's a total
This does
paladin
make
thing
sense,
to
and
do,
that
man.
sounds like
Sounds like a total
That's
paladin
absolutely.
thing to do. Yeah, you love to see it.
And so this time I will be using my trusty Morningstar with one hand, and I'm looking on the wrong sheet to find that attack. I'm going to give him one good what for, because I need this person down. All right. Quit the scrolling,
Look who I found.
and now find. There's the tab.
Yeah, knife here, Lord.
Oh yeah, see, once he throws racial slurs in there,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
coming, and it's coming hard.
Ooh, you
Are
swing.
you absolutely?
And you swing, it probably would have taken that dwarf's head off, and it swings, and he seems a little bit blurry, and you just swing where he was, but he's not there, and he just goes, idiot. And let's see here.
Not
It
wrong on
is
that one.
Anivia. Is gonna stumble to here. She looks in and looks confused. She's like, "What the hell is going on?" Ferris, you're up next. Absolutely beautiful. You'll love to see it. Love to see confused peoples. Kitty cat, what's the kitty cat gonna do? He's not asleep and he's not grappled, so I'm gonna remove those items from him. Look out, here comes the kitty cat man.
He's gonna like go in the room, but he doesn't. I don't think he really wants to do anything with this dwarf.
My lord.
So I will hold, unless hold for something more interesting than what's going on to happen.
Malorn takes a 5-foot step to here, and just glares at everyone. He says, "Get out of my cave! It's my cave, Malorn! Malorn's cave! Interlopers! Intruders! Trespassers!"
We're just passing through.
Die! Die and be dead! Just crazy. Just crazy. Seer, you're up next.
This guy needs some belly rubs.
He probably does.
Seer will move here, and then he will begin his oration and inspire courage.
Ooh, are you using one of your extra 5 that you got for the day for your inspired dream?
Yeah, I am.
Good man, good man. Storik the Undying. Are
Storik
you
is going
alive?
to. Storik strides in, as if as if he were in charge of the situation, and says, "Calm yourself, man." That's it. That's
Beautiful.
but in
Finbar.
Dwarven.
That's beautiful. Malorn screams something unintelligible to you. It might be abyssal, or it might just be mad ravings. Something about your mom. I don't know. It's not. It's. I can't say it because we're streaming. It would be inappropriate. So it's very aggressive though. Like the worst.
Who
you
can
think
argue
of.
with frontier gibberish like that?
It's super frontier and super gibberish. Oh my stars. Oh my friggin' stars. You love to see it. You love to see it.
All right, my turn.
Yes, yes indeed.
All right. I'm gonna do something similar to the FOP, but ideally more successful.
Beautiful. You
gonna
guys have
move.
a +5 that you can use at some point during this combat at your leisure, whoever chooses to use it.
Oh.
You may thank Adventurer Elrath for that. He doth taketh
Thank
away
you.
and giveth. He's a good man.
Yay!
Thanks,
In a mishmash of abyssal, common, dwarven, and undercommon, because that's what I speak, I scream out, "My lord, stand down! Do not make us slay you, my dwarven brother!"
You can't kill Malorn! Malorn is undying!
No,
We'll
I'm
see
undying.
about that.
I'll dye you!
I'm the undying.
I'll purple you! Malorn!
All right, and then since I moved, I can't change weapons. Yeah.
You can change weapons as a move action. You can. You have a plus. No, you don't have a +1 yet to attack because you're a cleric. So no, you'd have to use a move action to do it. So you moved. If you double moved, then no. If you single moved, you could use a move action to draw a different weapon.
Okay, so but I'd be essentially trading my standard action to change weapons. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna change from my warhammer to my light crossbow,
Nice.
and that'll be the end of my turn.
I love that journey for you. Roderick prepares to charge. He charges to here. When he gets to that point, Finbar, you give me a spellcraft check, and Storic give me a spellcraft check, and anyone else that has spellcraft may give me a spellcraft check. Because his hands, Milorn's hands begin to wiggle, and some bright shiny colors come out of them.
Oh,
Oh, oh! You're not sure. It's a spell of some sort. We're not sure what it is though.
course we are.
Oh, we have no idea. Not a clue. It's
This is a
bright.
bummer.
It's shiny. We love it.
man, I wish I weren't standing so close to everybody else.
That is beautiful. So it looks a little bit like this, and I'm gonna go ahead and actually get this thing on the map so you guys can see what it looks like. Kind of looks like that, as this bright, beautiful light. And I need Roderick and Mikhail to give me will saves, please.
Don't burn him. I want his spellbook.
I will to will my will.
Ooh.
Wow, glad I stayed over here.
Whoa! Roderick manages to save. However, Mikhail, you do not manage to save. You are now
Uh-oh.
affected by color spray, which is an unfortunate situation. So, with color spray, how many hit die do you have? You have 1 hit die. You are stunned, blinded, and
Oh.
unconscious for the next 2d4 rounds.
Oh, wow.
That's a rough one,
Nap
my
time.
dude. That is a rough one. You hate to see it. So for the next 8 rounds, you are
Deals me up.
knocked the fuck out. Roderick does manage to save and continues his charge into Malorn. Takes his attack roll, so it'll be a plus. That is unfortunately a miss. Poor Malorn is just he's ooh yikes, that's scary. So he swings and Malorn is like, Malorn! Ducks to the side. Mikhail, you are unconscious. I'm sorry,
Out.
dude. That is rough.
Mhm.
7. Anivia is like, enough of this shit, and she's gonna start shooting at him. That is a hit.
Oh damn.
Wow.
Oh. I didn't actually want to kill him.
3. I don't know. You looked pretty scary. Ferris, you're up next.
You didn't want to kill him. Why'd you charge in there and swinging your morning star at him?
No, I walked in empty-handed and he shot me in the face.
Gonna put that colorful thing over him. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys
I'm
can see it.
sparkly.
See it? You see it?
Oh.
It looks really good. Look,
Yep.
look how sparkly
Yep.
it is.
It
It's so
does.
sparkly.
It's amazing.
beautiful. I love it. You're just seeing sparkles and dreaming about it, and it's great.
Oh man,
Purple
this
haze.
is practically
Okay.
excellent.
5, 10, 15.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Malorn! Ah, hate cats, prefer dogs, Malorn.
And then that was my movement. I can still take a 5-foot step,
Was
right?
that a single move action?
That was 30 feet exactly.
All right, you could take a 5-foot step at this point. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I thought it's not one or the other.
So you
thought it was
take
one or the other.
you could take a 5-foot step, and then you could do a move action or a standard action. It's up to you. That's the way I
Good to
rule
know.
it. That's the way I rule it. I know RAW rules as written might be different, but to me it's like you can 5-foot step and then move or standard. You basically get to do one thing. Usually, though, the way it's used is they use a 5-foot step in place of your move, and then you do a standard. But I see no reason why you couldn't 5-foot step and then use your standard as a move action, because you can use your standard as a move action. You can double move, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's
All right,
that's my logic, as it were.
Then I'll skip the 5-foot step and just.
I'm saying you can do that if you want to.
I know.
Yeah, but he wants
if
to attack.
I
All
want
right.
to attack.
Fine, Jeez oh Pete, Golly G Willikers, attack, and miss terribly. Malorn goes, ha! Cat can't hit shit. Yeah, stupid cat. Dogs are better. Yeah, Malorn. All right. Speaking of Malorn, he is going to reach out and attempt to touch the cat because he really fucking hates cats. What's your touch AC, Ferris?
Defense is 15.
He's gonna have to make a quick. He is not casting defensively either, so you may take an attack of opportunity. Holy shit! Roger gets an attack of opportunity. Roderick does not confirm. Roderick deals 6 damage. You unfortunately miss. However, this guy now has to make a concentration check, or lose his spell. His concentration check is as follows. 15 plus double the damage dealt. No, 15 plus the damage dealt, which he got dealt. He fails and his spell fizzles. So he does not shocking grasp you, which is probably a good thing. However, he is going to now try to withdraw, and he starts running. So he gets to here. Oh, Malorn! Oh, wait a minute. I have to roll. He has Blur activated. I almost forgot. Nope, that hit, and the last one hit. So all 3 of those hit. Perfect. All right, Malorn seems to be running. He seems bloodied, and he seems to be running. He's like, Malorn won't die here! Malorn! Next up is Seer.
Let's see.
Malorn!
Seer's going to attempt to stop him from running by casting Sleep.
You'll never take me alive! He says, screaming. Never!
And so he will target Malorn and cast Sleep.
Oh boy. He's got a pretty good will save. He succeeds. Yep.
Wow, what's
Alright.
that like?
He's got a +6, +2 versus poison spells and spell-like abilities. He is woof.
And I will
Woof.
5-foot step here.
He is screaming. Ah, Malorn! Stork the Undying.
Stork the Undying still not really willing to
Commit.
well, more like to murder this guy for what, as he perceives, no reason, because I didn't see him cast a spell on. I just saw the paladin attacking him. I cast Haunted Fey Aspect,
Ooh.
which surrounds me with disturbing illusions, making me look and sound like a bizarre, insane fey creature.
That's terrible.
And then I move to the center of the room and I yell, Malorn, you will stop moving!
What's the DC?
There isn't one. Actually, it's not on him. It's on me.
Oh,
Just-
okay. Give me a
I just surround myself
intimidate
with
check?
the
I'll give you a +3? Or what's your intelligence modifier?
+5.
I'll give you a +5.
All right, well, good, because my
Malorn.
intimidate is already at -2.
Malorn, he says. Malorn. He looks back at you. He looks back at you and says, "You're a fop, Malorn." Finbar, you're up next. Malorn.
Can't believe I rolled a 3.
That was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Finbar's gonna move.
Remember, the dice have a story to tell.
Finbar's gonna move to there and then trigger up with a slight crossbow.
Ooh. That's brutal. I don't like it. I don't want it. 15. Kachink tinks off of some sort of magical barrier around him. Roderick is like, you bastard, come back here. He's going to move over. He'll make an attack. He shall miss terribly. Mikhail is just having a sleepy time. He's just cleepy. He's a
Beautiful dreams.
He's just a cleepy boy. He's so cleepy. He's just cleeping. Cleepy, cleepy, cleepy. Zip, zip, zip. It's beautiful. All right. And then Nevia is like, don't let him get away. We're letting him get away, Ferris. Can't catch Malorn. Right. Malorn.
He'll take a 5 foot and then huck a javelin at him.
Malorn! He screams. Ooh, is that a 9? I'm gonna
That's
be real. That's a miss.
Yeah, I know.
I don't mean to be that guy at the party, but that is a miss. So
You're not being that guy. My dice are being that guy.
We are rolling like crap.
like horseshoe doo-doo. All right. Malorn says ah, and withdraws, just straight running. Just run, Malorn. Seer, you're up next.
I guess I will move into the room.
Malorn! Just screaming, Malorn! Zoom out a little bit. You guys can see Malorn's running up in that little dongle over here. It's beautiful. Love to see it.
Okay, and he is out of sight, isn't he?
He is.
Yep, that's my turn.
He's a sneaky boy. Sneaky. Sneaky boy. Alrighty then. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Next up in the initiative is Storik the Undying, who still looks a little scary like a fae. Actually, not that scary. He just looks like Storik, but, you know, haunted.
Surrounded by disturbing illusion.
Sure, if you say so.
What's a spell does?
I don't know if it does, though. I'm not sure.
Ugh,
Does it? Does it, Bri? Does it do that?
I guess not.
I don't know.
That's what it says it does, but
I don't think it does.
Well, just because it says it.
all right. Well, Storik cancels the cantrip that makes him look like a, and then it's like, well, good work, everybody. We failed to murder a random citizen. Excellent.
Good job, everybody. You failed to murder
Citizen
a
of
random
what?
guy.
I mean, he was pretty fucking crazy.
That's true.
Yeah, but you don't see me trying to kill you. So
I'm not crazy. I'm fun.
it's a
I
matter
think-
of degrees, friend.
I think failing
Look,
to kill a
the
citizen
I'm
is
here on the
law-abiding.
crazy hot scale.
Oh, that's a great YouTube video, the crazy hot scale. Don't want to go over the line. Can't be too crazy. You know what I mean? It's good. It's good. It's good. Good. Beautiful. All right. So, funny story. Finbar, it's your turn.
Since I obviously failed my check, and I just see the big paladin on the ground, I'm going to move over and do a health check on him because I don't know what kind of condition he's in.
Love that journey. What's disturbing to a fop? I don't know. Common clothes? He's alive. He's just stunned and unconscious, and his eyes are white. You think it's not permanent, but you're not sure. Yikes. That's so good. That is so good. I love it. I love it so much. Alrighty then. Dressing like a poor. That's terrible, Ferris. Roderick is like, come back here, you beast! And he double moves to get up next to him. Mikhail is still unconscious, and if he has no shots, Ferris.
I look around the campsite and steal everything that is not nailed to the ground.
Oh, he will.
I don't care if it's the nastiest, grossest, like just rag. It's
Yeah.
mine now.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy.
if you see a
Market
spell book, that's
territory,
fine.
dude.
This is mine. This is mine.
You
This is mine.
find 6 days of trail rations, which are some preserved fruit, dried meat, and moldy cheese, and a 6-inch tall marble statue of a humanoid throwing a spear. The statue is worth 75 gold.
Okay, you can put that in the party treasury if you want
Malorn
to.
will move away from Roderick and then cast Levitate to move upward. Roderick gets 1 chance to kill him. Roderick fails. Malorn disappears up a shaft, like into the ceiling. Just gone. Just gone. And that is
Malorn out.
Malorn! I'll get you one day, Malorn! 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 You'll just hear Malorn at awkward times moving forward. You guys will be trying to sleep. You'll just hear, Malorn! Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, that was interesting. Good job, everyone.
That's a word for it.
Good job.
None of us died, so
No. About a minute later, Mikhail comes back to consciousness, and perhaps none other than your pride is hurt, as it were. None other than your pride, but you're all right. You are
my pride is on life support, and I'm still staring around looking for the pretty lights because I miss them so.
Oh, geez, oh, Pete's. That was an adventure, dare I say. That was an adventure. So, you guys check the camp. This guy's obviously been living here for quite some time. There's like a poo bucket. Like, it's gross. It's real nasty. But you guys poke around, and nothing of any great use. Likely anything he had that might have been useful, he likely took with him. And so there is little else for you guys to do. However, the passageway does curve up at this point. A steeply inclined tunnel leads upward to the north, its walls lined with numerous nooks, handholds, and a dozen of iron pittons that have been driven into the walls long ago. So there's like a climbable shaft here. As you guys begin to climb upward, the tunnel opens into a large cavern about 70 feet across. Cylindrical rock formations along the walls arch up and make a dome-like chamber, but the walls and floor are riddled with cracks. At the center of the cave, a stone tower that may have once reached the 50-foot high ceiling has collapsed onto its side. As you guys are staring forward at this tower before you, I'm going to move you guys over to a slightly different map. Let me maneuver you guys real quick. All right, so you kind of see this like big old tower thing in the center there, like this big old tower. Give me perception checks. This is a bit of theater of the mind, my friends. A bit theater of the mind.
Just for informational sake,
oh,
I
for
don't
God's
climb.
sake.
I don't climb the shaft. I hover up it with my cloud walking from
your silver dragon scale.
From my silver dragon
God
scale.
damn, the dice hate you guys.
Holy Christ!
How is this
my
even
God,
possible?
that is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire game.
I just climb.
We are going in blind.
All right. So you guys nearly stumble right in to this group of strange looking creatures. All right, like these are the strangest looking dudes you've ever seen. All right, half of his face appears to be reptilian or some sort of lizard. He has a horn that almost makes him look like a demon, and one half of his face seems very human at this point. He and 2 others are attempting to dig up someone that has been crushed by like some falling rubble or rock. And as you approach, they look very nervous. They each have some simple clubs with them, and the tallest of the 3, this one here is covered in some rubble. We'll make a little note on him, but the tallest of the 3, which I'll make him just a little bit bigger, steps forward. He speaks in a very sort of broken common. Before he says anything, though, Horgus speaks up. "Oh, dear gods, look at it, it's hideous! Kill it before it attacks us! It's some sort of abomination, a monster! The creature raises his hands and looks, well, very nervous at Horgus's harsh words. This one is not evil, is not enemy. Simply trying to help friend. One here who was crushed by the rubble. His leg is broken. His back shattered. Mean no harm. Need only help if willing to offer. You are from the surface,
shut up,
yes?
Yeah, seriously, dude.
They're hideous, they're ugly, they're monstrous, mongrel men, hideous creatures. Iron Vashnal pipes up. Did you say mongrel men? Go ahead, Fenris.
Pyrrhus trips him.
Horgus falls in his ass. And grumbles.
Oh, you might want to watch that there. Maybe just stay there while we try and help these people.
I will remember that, you flea-ridden foul creature.
Why don't you? And Pyrrhus pulls his claws out and like hooks it like in his nose and pulls his face just closer to him. You remember?
Seem to have forgotten what I was angry about.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Strange.
And he slowly retracts his claw
Ow. Oh.
and goes to help.
All right. So the mongrel men are nervous as you are approaching them, but the leader, this one here is called Lan. Sister here,
Hi.
she is Dara, and one who is hurt. He has not taken a name. We simply call him the little one. I'll make one of them smaller. Look at him.
I'm Pyrrhus, and we're gonna help the little one, I guess.
So as you guys begin to try and help, give me some strength checks as you try to.
I don't. When I realize it's a strength thing, I don't try to help. I will hinder.
Yeah, strength isn't really my deal. Is there anything I can do with my dex?
No.
Well, then strength it is, I guess.
All right. Oh, this is bad.
Yes.
Oh,
man.
boy.
Wow.
Yes.
That's real bad. Damn. You guys are trying.
Oh my God. Okay,
You're
you know
trying.
what? Watching the rest of the party fail, Stork is like, I mean, I can't do any worse. So
If you
Yeah,
roll a fucking
there it
20,
is.
all right.
There's
you
our
guys
strong
are
man.
struggling to do this.
I cast Mage Hand to help us, so that all of us combined
and
maybe can
things
lift
are
5 pounds.
things are looking bad. As you guys are trying to move it, it shifts awkwardly, high or low.
Hey,
Always
before
high.
you do that, Wolfie,
High.
can I? Damn it!
The rock shifts and crushes the leg even more. However, it seems like it might be easier to move now. The little one is screaming bloody murder, and the others are panicking as if you don't get it off him in this next try, he's probably gonna die. He's gonna bleed out. Like he's starting to bleed out. Give me another strength.
I cast resistance on him, which will give him a +1 on saving throws.
Mikhail, through some kind of divine right, you managed to muster up enough strength to push this boulder, this rubble off of the wounded mongrel men. Very quickly,
These
Finbar
guts.
and anyone else that wishes to assist can rush forward to attempt to stop the bleeding, as his leg is completely shattered. Like it's going to take regeneration to bring it back, but you can at least stop the bleeding and save his life.
God.
I mean, it's a DC 10. It's fine. You're okay. Not great, but you're okay. You really need to roll over a 3, baby bird. Hard yikes. So, you guys managed to staunch the bleeding. Anivia treats the mongrels with a bit of curiosity. Horgus maintains a kind of quiet disgust. And Aaron Voshnal is incredibly friendly towards them. He's asking them questions, who they are, what they are, where they live. Because you assisted them, their leader, Lon, a grateful expression. He bows low to all of you, his hand going over his heart. This one here, Lon, he thanks you for your kindness. We have heard the eruptions, explosions from above. The demons have returned, have they not?
They have. So they have.
Yes,
Yeah, it kind of sucks up there right now.
yes. The rumbles, it have broken free many stone structures. But all is not lost. I will take you now to our home, to Nethel home. Come quickly. Lan will show you. And he assists in carrying the little one with his sister. And if you guys so choose, you may follow along behind them across this wide open area.
Yep, Seer's going.
Yeah, let's do it.
As you follow them,
Yep, that's it.
moving as quickly as possible, the tunnel opens into a circular cavern, roughly 40 feet in diameter. Thick sheets of fungus grow in the cave, and several tunnels branch off. All of these, save one on the north wall, lead downward. The northern one leads upward. What appears to be two dead bodies lie on the ground in the middle of the cave, next to a strange heap of ropey green fungus. As you are looking around the ropey green fungus, you see that there are two bodies that have been crushed by some falling rocks and what have you. As you look around even closer, you notice there is a creature of some sort. This massive, mound of fungus. Lon points it out. There! That one is the spore coffer. But the traitors, the bad clan, the bad tribe have killed it, yet they succumbed to its spores. Look now, over there. They are from the bad tribe. As you approach the bodies, you guys notice that these are two humans, and each of them are wielding glaives, like big glaives. They've been crushed. Their faces are all warped and mutated by this weird fungus that seem to kind of dig and burrow its way into their faces. But give me a religion check on these two cultists.
Oh, for God's sake.
Man, Finbar, the dice do hate you. Hey, you guys see that these men were dressed as crusaders of Iomedae, yet each of them has a symbol of Baphomet around their neck. Traitors, cultists, liars, frauds. You also find on them a potion of Cure Light Wounds and a scroll of Remove Fear, and an additional 129 gold on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
The two unholy
Potion of
symbols are each worth 50 gold.
Potion of Cure Light Wounds and Remove Fear?
Correct. So these two were masquerading as crusaders of Iomedae, but were secretly cultists of Baphomet. This would lead to believe, and Anivia speaks up, it is as I feared. We were researching, looking into suspected cults of Baphomet that had risen up in Canobris. I have a feeling the demons did not simply overpower the Wardstones. They had help from within the city walls. Fucking bastards.
I ask, darn it. I ask Anivia, wasn't your wife part of the guard? Was that something that she was looking into with you, or?
Yes, my wife is a paladin of Iomedae. She goes a little quiet, a little reserved, a little sad, a little longing. Irabeth. Goddess watch over her. I hope she is alive. Gods, if she is not. And she just goes dark. Just goes really quiet. She's trying to hold it together at that point.
I try my best to comfort her.
Don't touch me.
I am a cleric.
Your rolls are terrible. They might rub off on me. I'm just kidding. So look for it a bit.
She's not wrong.
You're not wrong. That's good. Lon,
you're not wrong. You're just an asshole.
Encourages all of you to proceed on. We should not linger here. Bad tribe may come looking for those lost. Come to Nethelholm. So you guys press on. You eventually come to a large open cavern. And this cavern, small dark lake ripples at the center of this 200-foot wide cavern. the walls and ceiling aglow with thick sheets of luminescent fungi. In the center of the lake, over 24 low stone buildings cluster on a rocky 100-foot wide island. Lights glow in the windows of the buildings, giving the settlement an almost welcoming look. Rafts made of mismatched planks of timber bob along the length of a crooked pier at the lake's closest shore. With the assistance of Lon, his sister, and their friend the Little One, each of you are able to make it across to the mongrel men home. This is Nethelhome, a small village that exists under the city of Canabris. There are maybe 50 or so mongrel men about the area. Some of them look weaker than others, the mutations that they suffer giving them extra appendages or a bum leg, while others seem almost human completely, save for maybe a tail or a set of horns. Lon asks you all to, sit around the fire. A couple of the mongrel men give you weary and odd looks, and he says, Lon will find Chief Skrull. Skrull will be able to help. You wish to return to the surface, yes?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Yes, we must.
Chief Skrull will know the way. And he hurries off.
In an effort to not stand out so much, Stora casts chameleon scales, which lets me change the color of my skin to something else, and I change it to that lizard green color.
I like that.
So that I fit in a little bit better.
A couple of the mongrel men children clap at your trick. Yay! The fop has magic!
Hey, Wolf,
Yes.
can we tell whether or not Lon is speaking the broken common because that's the only language that he knows that we might understand? Like, are they speaking another language amongst themselves?
No, they're all speaking a broken common. It's a mixture of Elven, Dwarven, and a few other, Crusader languages from the past. But he seems to, know common. It's just it's rough. It's rough around the edges, if that makes sense. So he
Okay.
seems comfortable with it. It's just, it's a rough language.
A dialect.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. It's like if you go into the deep south
Patois.
and they're speaking English, but
You wound me, sir.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
wound me.
Yeah, I'm originally from Georgia, baby bird. I've heard some gibberish, let me tell you. All right, so that is absolutely beautiful. So a rat-like, very rotund-looking mongrelman approaches you with Lon in tow. He appraises all of you with a kind of discerning look. This one is Chief Skrull. Lon here has told me that you all have helped them save the little one. Though his leg is beyond repair, he is alive, and this you have our eternal gratitude. You are not of the underground, not of the mongrel men. You wish to return to the surface. This is what Lon has told Chief Skrull.
That's correct, Chief. Thank you for your hospitality.
You are welcome to stay here, as one must, as one need to, but should return to the surface in haste. There is but one path up to the sky, the great beyond the open, the madness that is above us. It is through the bad tribe, the traitors. Some of our kind have been enticed by the call of the demons. One of them is dear to me, but her heart is corrupted. My own daughter. I ask only that you try, should you find her. Try to bring her back to sanity. You will know her when you see her. She is as blue as the sky I have heard so much of.
Oh, like this color? And then Stora changes himself to blue sky color.
Very good. As thank you for
It's
assisting
Ratatouille.
them, as thanking you for assisting them, the chief offers you guys a +1 buckler and a ring of protection +1. Trinkets, he calls them.
Oh, wow.
Trinkets. In addition, He notices you guys one of you is carrying a small brooch. His eyes go wide as he sees it. This brooch is dear to Chief Sol. If you were to return it, reward you he would.
Yes, we should.
Yeah.
As thanks
yeah,
for
sure,
returning this dear brooch to him, he offers you guys a +1 Morning Star. I'm telling you, Chief Skull, he's a G, man. He's just happy to have people here. He's happy to have people here.
Guys, can I have the Ring of Protection +1?
You want to fight for it?
I don't know. Do I get to use magic?
No.
No.
Well, then no. No, I don't.
Skill. No, it's all yours.
He also, in addition to all of this, he just keeps handing out gifts. He offers you a small bag of 6 potions of Cure Light Wounds and 3 potions of Lesser Restoration.
Wow. Hey, Drew, I'll roll you for it. A D6. Highest roll.
No, it's all yours. Yeah, he was just sitting around.
He explains to you that there is a passage just beyond Nethelholm that leads up to an old crusaders' fortress that was underground, and it has been taken over by a band of cultist and mongrelmen traders. He gives you some pretty specific directions and states that should you wish to leave your injured allies here, he will look after them, or you can take them along with you. As soon as you bypass that section, though, there is a straight path up to the surface. It should, barring any additional earthquakes or rumbles, should still be open, and you're welcome to stay at the Nethelholm for the evening and rest as you see fit. Unless you have any additional questions for him.
No.
I definitely could
No.
use a little more rest.
Well, as you guys rest, you feel like you've learned a lot. In fact, you feel like you guys might be level 2. Congratulations. There it is. Love it.
Huzzah.
During the evening, you guys lay down, resting, reflecting on some of the trials and tribulations you've undergone over the last day and a half, almost 2 days since the attack on Canabras. As you dream, each of you sees a bird's eye view of the Worldwound, a sprawling, abyssal hellscape before you. And as you look farther and farther west, you see a massive black tower rising up out of this huge crevice in the center of this massive, massive hole. Just this sprawling, spidering crevice. And swarming around it, you see what you can only describe as thousands upon tens of thousands of massive locusts. And as the dream starts to sort of blur before you, you see a horrific and massive creature. This massive locust, this demon of some untold, unimaginable power. You're shaken for a moment. That, my friends, is where we will end today's session. Good job, everybody.
Oof.
Good job, everybody.
Can I roll knowledge religion to maybe get an idea of what I saw?
You may.
I'm not sure if I've rolled above 10 all night.
I don't think you have, baby bird. I don't think you have.
Doric,
it
as
up.
we go to sleep, pulls out Steven, his little
This is what it
armadillo.
looks like, by the way. Pretty scary.
Damn.
Yeah, pretty scary.
Ugh.
doesn't look good at
Knowledge
all.
religion. Give me a knowledge of the planes as well. I'll take either of those if you've got it.
I'm pretty sure I don't have that either.
Yikes. All right. Good session, everybody.
Although
Good session.
we went to level 2, so I have some skill points to spend.
You do. You do. Hey, Seer, that is Deskari, the Locust Host. He is a lord of the Worldwound, a very, very powerful demon lord. Like, you don't want to mess with that until you're, Mythic 10, level 20 probably. So that's real scary. Real scary. Well, gentlemen, as I always say at the end of every session, any final thoughts, questions, comments, or concerns before we get ready to wrap up session 2? Knock on wood, I didn't crash. That's good. Look at that.
Yeah.
Actually, it seemed to go pretty well.
100% better.
Myself and Roderick are still diseased, yeah?
You
And
are.
that's gonna-
You are. We'll deal with that at the beginning of next session. I'll have you guys make another roll. Or we can do the rolls now, actually. Let's just do the rolls now. See if you guys are still... Because if you make one more save, you guys are good. Roderick makes his. He's no longer diseased. Come on, Finbar. Roll over a 10. For all the marbles.
You can do it.
I believe.
We're all... Hey, wait a second.
Hey!
Hey!
That's Stork. That was Stork.
No.
Fuck.
Everybody, everybody stop. That was my knowledge of the flames.
I was really excited.
All right. So, hold on one second.
Give me that force
So-
save, Finbar. Come on.
So, Seer goes up to Finbar, and he touches them, and gives them resistance.
Usually you have to take him out to dinner first, but I respect the hustle. That's
Ew.
good. It's very
And
good.
that's a
I'm
fort
short,
save, yeah?
so I do touch low.
Oh god.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god. Oh, Finbar, no! Oh my god!
Wow.
That is an aggressive amount of bad rolls. Like, go like, I don't know, go like wash your PC or something, man. Like, just like disconnect and reconnect to the internet. I don't know. Your connection is corrupted. All right. So I will make a note. Finbar is fucked. All right. So you don't feel good, Finbar, at all. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Oh, that's rough. Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right. You take 3 dex damage and 2 con damage and are sick with filth fever.
Oh, boy.
The good news is you have
We have a
potions of restoration to get rid of
That's
that
right.
damage and then make another check next thing. So that is... Am I in this
3
game?
dex,
Patrick,
2
you might be in
con?
this game, man. That's rough. Yeah, that's rough. I would probably just use 2 of those potions. Yeah, if you use 2 of those potions, you don't have an effect, but you now know you are sick with filth fever, which means you can make a heal check when you go to sleep to give yourself long-term care, which will give you an additional plus 5 to your next check to overcome the disease, so you'll probably be fine. All right, but you're in a bad spot, and go ahead and subtract 2 potions of restoration. You're just like
spelled
pounding
my choice?
Dayquil is what you're doing. Magic Dayquil. It's so bad. All right, gentlemen. As I always say, thank you so much to the players for playing. You guys have been awesome. I'm very much enjoying this. I was really looking forward to this tonight. It's been a great group. Super excited to have the 2 new guys, to have Dan back, and obviously my boys, Drew and Bri. Thank you to the viewers for viewing. Really appreciate it. And yeah, just enjoy the rest of your days. Happy gaming, everybody. And remember, the dice have a story to tell. And tonight it was get fucked, Dan. But anyway, be well, be safe, and we'll see you guys next session.
Hey, when's our next session? Because it's Christmas next week.
We will discuss at the end of when I end the recording. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording. Good night, everybody. Skadoosh.
The Lorne.
Lorne.